NHS. But now there are warnings that these women could be out of work in October due to new laws from the EU.
Coronation Street actress Katy Cavanagh used independent midwives when she had her children, and Virginia Howes is from the Independent Midwives UK, both joining us now. Welcome to both of you. Can we first, Virginia, just explain for people the change that's coming up? You are an independent midwife, yes, and how it will affect you.
The EU directive is making it that independent midwives will be illegal unless we find insurance by October, unless somebody helps us, unless the government step in and find a way forward for us.
So why can't you go and get insurance?
Because it's not a commercially viable option for insurance companies, because there's so few independent midwives in the country, so they wouldn't make a profit by insuring us.
So they've refused insurance?
Yeah, we've been trying to get it for many years. We want insurance, but we just can't.
And just to be clear, those midwives who work within the NHS are covered?
Insured by their employers.
Katy, congratulations.
Thank you.
Because you've got a little baby boy, haven't you? Who's how old now?
He's nearly 4 weeks.
Nearly 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And this time, I think it was this time around you used independent midwives,
Yeah,
wasn't
and
it?
last time, yeah, I've got 3. So my first one, I had an emergency C-section, and then the second one I had a home birth. And just had a home birth.
And he's fine, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just tell us, why did you choose to have an independent midwife? What difference did it make to you?
Well, it made an absolutely massive difference to me. With my middle daughter, initially they said I couldn't have a home birth because I'd had a cesarean. So I was high risk, and there was the whole sort of process gets very medicalised. And after my first birth, I really struggled. I had a really bad birth experience, and it was very difficult. So I then went off and read everything that I could get my hands on and educated myself about it. And I really passionately wanted to be at home and to have my baby in water. And the independent midwives enabled me to do that. So it was something that me and my husband decided it was worth paying to have. And we did do that, and I had a fantastic home birth, natural, no pain relief. It was unbelievable.
And one of the keys, because we were talking about this yesterday on Breakfast, and we all, there is a shortage of midwives, which the government is working on right now, as we know. One of the keys is that you get to know the midwife, don't you?
Yeah, the main massive thing is continuity of care, which I know in the NHS they would really like to provide for you, and the midwives in the NHS are absolutely fantastic, but yes, if you go with an independent midwife, they can provide you continuity of care. They can be there for you 24/7. You can build up a relationship where you trust them. And, for me, to go to a hospital on the day that I'm giving birth and not know who is going to be there when I deliver my baby, and I couldn't really deal with that. It's such a vulnerable thing and such an intimate thing, and to have that relationship with your midwife, it can't be underestimated. It's so precious, I think.
Yeah, Virginia, the stark reality facing you and the job that you do now is that if you can't get the insurance, which you say is not available, they're not prepared to offer, you're either going to have to go back to working within the NHS as a midwife, or you simply can't do the job you do because it will become illegal.
Exactly, yes. The thing is, there are about many thousands of midwives that are registered midwives but not working, and we have many expressions of interest that if insurance was available, these midwives who are not working would come and work like this, because many midwives leave the NHS because of burnout, and we need these midwives to come back. And we have been told by these midwives who have expressed their interest, more than 2,000 would come back if insurance was available. Now that has got to be an incentive. When our midwives go, if our midwives were to go, 170 midwives in October, the amount of women that they look after, that would be the equivalent of closing down 2 maternity hospitals overnight. That's not acceptable.
Well, Katy, can I just ask, the EU is deciding that these people should be insured. I mean, that's where this whole argument's starting from. Was that an issue for you, that your independent midwife was not insured? Was that an issue ever?
But they are insured at the moment. She is the midwife that I had is insured. So it's the fact that the insurance isn't going to be available in October.
No, it's the other way around.
Oh,
it's not. We're not insured now, but we have to have it in October.
Oh, you have to have it. Sorry.
So what I was asking was that you were in a situation where maybe you just weren't aware.
No, yeah.
Or maybe it didn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter to you.
I mean, the thing is, for me, if anything would have happened,
Yeah.
then I would have gone to hospital. So the hospital was a 15-minute drive away. It takes half an hour to set up a surgery for a caesarean. So you know, as soon as there's an issue with an independent midwife at home, you transfer to hospital, so you can still access all the NHS care. So yeah, no, it's not an issue. The fact that I would trust my midwife is a bigger issue for me, that I would trust that she would know what she was doing and take care of me.
I mean, we can't argue, Virginia, you wouldn't be arguing that it's the bad idea to have insurance. It's just the fact that you can't get it. So what are you doing to try and get insurance? Are you pressurising the government? Are you pressurising insurance companies? Is there anything that you can do to get this insurance?
Well, it's not just the midwives that are putting the pressure on, the women are, because it's the women that don't want to lose us. They want that alternative, they want that choice. So we've got many, many thousands of women supporting us, and some brilliant celebrities like Katy. And we are asking the government, yes, help us. Their own commissioned report said that they should help us find a solution. You know, we don't want them to ignore that report.
Can I just ask, a lot of people think out of curiosity, it sounds, I'll use the word indulgent, but you know, it's a choice you're making, and it's something you pay for. The cost, I mean, can you give us just an idea of what the cost is?
Yeah. It ranges from 2,000 to 4,000 around the country. It's up to an independent midwife to set our charges.
And that would be during the course of the end of the pregnancy?
That's the whole thing.
The whole thing for 9 or 10 months care.
And afterwards, and 6 weeks afterwards as well.
But what we must make very clear is this is not an elitist service. We actually look after women who budget very hard for what is important to them. And nobody would bat an eyelid if somebody saved up a couple of £1,000s to go on a holiday when they were hard up, or saved up for a wedding, and that's what they do. We look after normal, everyday women.
Virginia, Katy, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and good luck with the baby. I hope he continues to thrive. You must be very tired as well. Thank you.
Let's see, time now is 8:56.